Then I will share my screen. Cool. So welcome everyone. My Twitter handle is HEFTA Mayo. My name is Herbert Fernandez Tamayo, and you can also call me Herbert, or in case for the people who doesn't speak Spanish, I found that it's easier for them to call me TA Mayo. So it's a long story, maybe for another another time. Right. So basically, I'm a full stack developer. I also am a hack the box player. I like a lot. As a matter of fact, I'm working at least 5 days a week on different hack the box machines. And also, I'm a pen tester and a bug bounty hunter newbie. So this is where I try to go. And I'm from El Salvador. It's a country in Central America. So this is not like a class from a college or university. From my point of view, is like a study group, and for the next 4 Saturdays, we will learn about different topics in related to cybersecurity. Okay, so I won't introduce you as an expert in the field. I'm just learning as any other guy. Cool. So today we will cover the next topics. First, how to set up a lab. And the second topic is about a pen testing methodology. And after that, we will cover recount, enumeration, and privilege escalation. Okay. So
Okay.
the first time I tried to set up um, a lab, it took me like 4 days. So in case you are stuck in some part, don't worry about it. We have the help channel in Slack, and feel free to ask me wherever you need. Okay. Also, Joaquin sent me a message like this past Wednesdays that he has some problems to attend these classes, and yeah, I send you the instructions that we need for this class in particular. So I know it was a short time, so don't worry about it. Okay, cool. So what do we need? First, we need a Kali Linux. Also, you can use a different Linux distro, such as Parrot OS. It depends on you. So you have at least two options to download Kali. Let's let's check them. Let's check them. All right. So the first option is to have installed Kali Linux in bare metal. And from my point of view, is the best idea because you have all your hardware resources to to your operating system. In case you, for example, your main operating system is Windows, you have the options to download Kali and any Linux distro in as a virtual machine. So this particular option has the issue that you may need more resources, specifically more RAM. Okay, at least 8 GB. From my point of view, it goes well with 16 GB, but in most of the case, that is not possible. Okay, so you have the two options in case you are interested to go pretty deep in as infosec. I would like to suggest you to install as a dual boot Windows with Kali Linux. Okay, so so that's it. Right. So it depends on you, this option. In case you are going for the BM option, um, just check your RAM because we will use at least one more VM, okay? And it is a good idea to have an hypervisor such as VMware. In my case, I would like to suggest you VMware Player, okay? Why do you should not use VirtualBox? Because in the case of kioptrix, level one, it's the image files. It's only available on as a VMware format. So that may be an issue for you in case you are going just for VirtualBox. Okay, right. So you may find the instruction how to download and install VMware from this link. And let's go for Kioptrix. Okay. Right. So Kioptrix is a vulnerable machine, which is part of the site Vulnhub.com. This is like let's give an overview. This is like a hack the box or try hack me website where you can find different vulnerable machine. You may choose whatever you need or you want, and after that, just in the case of Kioptrix level one, you may start to download the machine. Okay, for example, in this case, you may go for this file. It's in a RAR format. Okay, and after that, you have to decompress it and enable this machine in VMware. Okay. So basically, that is the process how to set up a lab. Of course, when you are trying to execute of this part, you will find different, situation where you have to deal with it. Okay, so feel free to ping us at the Slack channel, specifically in the help channel. You may post your question. Don't be shy. Feel free to go, and of course, we will do our best to help you. Okay, and assist you. All right. From here, do you have any questions? Feel free to open your microphone, or if you want, you may type any question in the chat of Google Meet. Okay.
Yeah, sure. I think I'm good so far. So
All right.
I think I have to just download and follow the steps.
All right. All right. Great. So, what is the after you follow the above steps? The idea is to test it. For example, you may go to Kali Linux and look for your VMware installation. Okay. you may find this menu in case you are going for the workstation version. Okay, of course you need to purchase this version of VMware. Okay, but it won't be necessary if you're going to the VMware player option. Okay, in my case, I have three VMs. VMware is just like VirtualBox. Okay, it's easy to go for example, to open a file, look for it, and then click on open, and you have kioptrix. Okay, let's check some machine settings. For example, for kioptrix, I'm using just this amount of RAM. As you can see, it's a pretty low requirement. And also, my network adapter is in bridge mode. Okay, and that's all you need. Right. So let's start this machine. Okay, let's click on this button. Okay, as you can see, it's in a text mode environment. I know free people from United States or Europe or Asia are very comfortable with this kind of OS. In this case of Latin America, many of the people from IT are too stuck from my point of view in a graphical mode operating systems, and from here this is like an issue to solve. But I know you're more comfortable with this kind of interface. Okay, right. So if you are in this part, your kioptrix is up and running. Cool. And of course, your lab is working. In my case, I used to be a professor from different universities in my country, and in this part, I remember that it used to be a lot of confusing from my classroom mates. So yeah, it depends. Cool. What about pen testing methodology? I remember my first days in an infosec. A lot of things seems to be pretty confusing. Okay, there's a lot of concepts such as pen testing, such as bounty hunter, such as malware analyzers. A lot of things around. Okay, so let's talk about pen testing in specific. Um, it is not related to tools, okay? It is not just related to Linux, and it is not just related to Windows. As a matter of fact, uh, we will need a methodology in order to execute our pen testing, okay? Um, I think my second group of question when I was starting in this field was is Linux operating system bulletproof? I mean, it is impossible to Privilege Escalation on it. And the second question, how does it look at pen testing? How is this process? Okay, that might be tricky questions because I start to search videos or tutorials or walkthroughs in YouTube, and different. There is a different way to solve this. Okay, so from my point of view, It is not a unique methodology in order to execute a pen testing. It is a good idea to take in count the OWASP top 10 approach, okay? As you can see, as a matter of fact, this is the OWASP top 10 vulnerabilities. And you know, there's a lot of concept, okay? But all of them are not necessarily related to pen testing, okay? So this is an approach, okay? Taking count the OWASP top 10 vulnerabilities, okay? Also, there are different proposals about a specific methodology. Okay, for example, this. Some of them looks a little bit complex. Okay, so my advice is that at the beginning, keep it simple. Okay, go for the simplest solution you may find. Okay, it is not a good idea to go for the approach that might be at the end confused for you. Okay, I asked to Joaquin what is the level of this classroom, and he told me most of the guys are from the beginning from the beginner level. Okay, so I say to him. It, that's okay for me because I'm also a beginner. So in case you are in a different level, for example, if you're a pro, or if you're in a in a medium level, okay, so you may open your microphone and let us know your thoughts about this. But I think it's a good idea to go for the keep it simple approach. Okay. So this might be a neighbor methodology. For example, you have to plan in your pen test, okay? Then we may go for the discovery part or the recon part, and then to the exploitation or first of the exploitation, it goes to the enumeration part, excuse me, and after that or the final part is to reporting. Okay, so that might be a good approach to start with. So as a matter of fact, penetration testing is related to a different concept like red teaming, blue teaming, purple teaming. So let's keep it simple from this time, and after we may talk about uh, a different concept. Okay. Okay, so let's go for recon. Okay. This is the first part of our methodology. Cool. So let's go hands on.
Hi, Herbert.
Yeah.
So I'm able to set up this thing, kioptrix. I just opened the VM workstation, VM player, and I came till that login.
Okay. So
Yeah,
congratulations to
I
you.
got it till here. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Great. Great to know that.
Yeah, because
Congratulations to
I
you.
didn't know the VMware player has to be downloaded. So I was clueless when I got the kioptrix file, and I was wondering I have to put it in the virtual machine. Now
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got that.
Right.
Yeah.
So great to know that.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I can say I'm a very beginner for pen testing. I have not been doing any of this, but I'm into a networking field. So most of the network testing and all I have done. So I can relate to the terminology as well.
Oh, great. Great. Great to know that. Good for you.
Yeah.
So I'm very glad for that. Right. So in case the other guys are just in the just to watching this conversation, it's okay. Actually, I'm recording this session, and You may check it later, okay? It's perfectly fine. Don't worry about it. All right. So recon phase. Okay, great. So we are up and running with our kioptrix vulnerable machine. So let's face this scenario. You are in your at your work, okay? You have to execute a pen testing from a specific server. Okay, the first step is to go for recon. Okay, uh, what is the IP of this server? Okay, so let's open a terminal. Okay, so how to figure it out? How to find this IP? Okay, so the first command, as a matter of fact, we may use two command. The second one, it goes for you. Okay. I don't like the classes that just are just talking too much. I like the practice part. Okay, so from here we are all too hands-on. Okay, cool. So for example, I would like to use this command ARP scan. Okay, that will help me to discover all the IP that are up and running in my current network. Okay. All right. Let's check the result. For example, as you can see, this is a network hardware. Specifically, this is my router. Okay, I know because of the manufacturer. Okay, this is a phone. This is my phone. Okay, and there are different IP. For example, I guess this is a video game console. All right. So, but take a look at this. The vendor is VMware. So, as you can see, VMware is up and running, and maybe this IP is related to kioptrix. Okay, cool. So our IP address might be this one. Okay, so it is time in order to put in practice, uh, you know, good recommendation how to go into to take notes. I would like to suggest you this software. I'm using Cherry Tree. Okay. For example, it is available in different Linux distribution. Okay. It is also available in Windows. Okay, so you may use Cherry Tree, you may use your Notepad, you may use any text editor, uh, whatever you want to in order to take notes effectively. Okay, so for example, today I will use Cherry Tree. Okay, I will create a new note. Okay, and I will give it a name like kioptrix level 1. Okay. Right, so after that I will add another the first child node. Okay, and this will be recon. So let's see. Yeah, it's going well. Okay, so recon. how to uh, look for server kioptrix IP address. Okay. The command is herbscan. Let's check it. Okay, herbscan -l.
Herbert, I have
Yeah.
one question.
Yes.
So actually, I got the kioptrix on VMware. I am using Windows machine. So
Okay.
I have virtual box as well in which I'm running Kali. So how do I get the IP address for kioptrix?
Yeah. In case of that, you have to be sure. Um, let's go from here. Okay. Uh, for example, Kioptric is running on your VMware player, and let's imagine that this is a VirtualBox, and you have this machine. So the idea is to check or to communicate that all IP are taking address from the same place, specifically DHCP. Let me see if I have a virtual box here. Yeah. Okay. I don't have any machine here, but the idea is to check if this network from the VirtualBox machine, in case your Kali Linux is in breach mode. Okay, just like this. Kioptrix settings. Yeah, the network adapter of both VM, I mean your Kali Linux and your Kioptrix, should have to be in breach mode. Okay, so in breach mode, the IP address are getting from our router. So maybe your VM machine, I mean your Kali Linux machine, it's in a different network mode. So you may check it this later. Okay.
Okay,
So
sure.
the idea is to accomplish this. For example, my current IP is this one. Is this one? Is the 21, and I have to gain pin, for example, to the other IP, which is related to key objects. Okay. So that is the tricky part of working with two VMs. In your case, you have a Kali Linux as a VM, and also Kioptrix as a VM. So that might be tricky at the first time. Okay, but of course, ask your questions in the help channel. Okay. Cool. So
Yeah,
let's
I
keep it.
think I will have to check that mode.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'll
It's
check
okay.
that later. Yeah.
All right. Let us know. Okay. So let's go. Let's go back here, and we are working on this comment, and the output was like this. I would like to take a screenshot. All right, and I will copy to the clipboard, and then I will go to my cherry tree, and let's paste it. Okay, this is what I like from cherry tree, because I can take my notes, and I will like to put images that will help me later to review them. Okay, so in this case, the IP might be kioptrix IP address. Okay, cool. Step number 2. Right. So we may check if we are able to ping this machine. Okay, and it's working. Okay, let's take another screenshot. As a matter of fact, I take a lot of notes when I'm working on an exercise. So from my point of view, it works a lot. Okay, you may take your note.
Hello, sir.
Hey, how are you?
Can you help me with taking the screenshot?
Excuse me?
Can you help me with taking the screenshot because I don't know how to take only the partial part.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. You may would like to check something. Okay, you may go to your Kali main menu, and after that, you may excuse me. Just a moment, guys. Okay. So where we are. Yeah. So you may go to the main menu, and after that, type screen like this, and this is the icon. Okay, and after that, you may go to select a region. Okay, and click on OK. Then drag your mouse. Okay, and release it. Wait like 2 or 3 seconds, and after that, you may go to copy the clip to the clipboard option. Okay, and press OK. In case you may want this icon in your main bar, I guess I don't remember how to. I guess this is the option. Right click on the main bar, and after that, you may go to panel, add new items, and from here, type screenshot.
Uh, yes, no, I can configure here from here. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. So I guess we can ping the IP address. Okay. So the next steps is to figure out what ports are open in this machine. Okay. So to accomplish this task, we will use a very famous tool, which is Nmap. Okay. First, we will type the command. Okay. And because it takes around 5 minutes to finish, during the process, I will talk about the parameters. Okay. So nmat dash d4 dash p in lowercase dash space and dash, and after that dash a in uppercase. Okay. All right. After that, let's type our IP address, okay, and hit enter. Nmap is already installed in Kali Linux and also in distros like Part OS. Okay, so let's go to our cherry tree. Right. So the second step is to check what ports are opened in our target machine. Okay. Right. So nmap dash t4 dash p dash dash a in IP address. Let's take a screenshot. All right. Let's talk about the parameters. Okay. For example, dash t, it's about speed of the process. The available speed are from 1 to 5. More speed, less accurate results. Also, more speed, more chance to get caught. Right. Dash P dash and all ports. How many available ports might be scanned or might be available? 10, 100, 1,000? Do you think? Okay, these are questions for you. Okay, and finally, dash A, it means get all information you may find about opening ports, such as versions, OS versions, between other facts. Okay. Cool. So as we were talking a few minutes ago, Nmap, it's a tool to scan all ports available. Of course, this works different in a work environment because your colleagues from the blue team or maybe the SOC team, they should have different tools, different hardware that it should catch this kind of network activity. Okay, so in the case we were in our work, an alarm should be beeping. Hey, there's some malicious activity over this server. Put an extra eye on it. But of course, this is a different talk from today's. So I would like to get this idea and maybe we will discuss it about them later or maybe in our help channel. Okay, but that was a question from me at the beginning. This is totally in a hitting mode. What about the guys from the NOC or maybe the team? I mean, the guys from the blue team. This is totally hidden from them, or what happened about it. Okay, so that is the idea that we may discuss later. Okay, so in case you may want to know more details about Nmap, you may go to man Nmap. Okay, cool. So as you can see, we have the results. It took around 5 minutes. In different case, it may take up to 1 hour. It depends of the server. It all depends of the server. Okay, so let's take a screenshot of the results and let's discuss it on Cherry Tree. Okay, this is the first part. Also, see, right. And finally, last part. Right, so what do we have here? Okay, first open port 22, and this is related to the SSH services. Okay, specifically, we have the name of the service and the version. Cool. Second opening port 80. It has an Apache running. As you can see, it is the version available in Red Hat Linux, which is called as HTTPD. In Linux distro such as Debian or Ubuntu, Apache it's called like Apache 2. Okay. What else do we have here? Okay, SMB protocol. Very cool. In the 139 port. Also, it is available the HTTPS protocol in the 443 port. Okay, let's take note about it. Opening ports. Okay, 22, 80, 443, and 139. Okay. Let's go back here. Okay. I will copy from my terminal. Copy selection. Okay, this is 22 port. Also, we have the 80 port here. This is very important, guys. The OS version, it's very important. Okay. I remember about it because of my one of my jobs. I will talk about it later. Okay. 80 port. Okay. RPC bind that might be useful. Yeah. Let's take some notes here. RPC bind. Okay. Right. 139. Very, very important. All right. And finally, SSL. Right. I will save my file. Okay. Let's go to file and then go to the save option, and storage type. I use SQLite format. Okay, and I will let's put it in the desktop and hacking the people ask kioptrix. Let's keep it simple. Hacking the people pre-ask. Okay, cool. So we have our result here. So we have port 22, port 80, port 443, and last but not least, port 139. Cool. So far, we are good with the recon part. And let's jump to the enumeration part. Okay. Let's go back to the slides. So as you can see, the recon part, it's all about get general information about your server. Okay. Most of the time, the recon start with nmap. I will take some note here. Okay. What? Other tool should we use to scan, to port scanning? Great. So we have the list of the ports that are in listening mode. Okay. Some question, guys? We are good.
Yeah, we are good. I think I'm
Right.
good.
Right. Cool. So let's go to the enumeration part. Okay. In this phase, the idea is to get specific information about the port or maybe the services that we found. Okay. Right. So let's go back to our terminal. Right. So the first part is to check the 80 port. Okay. For that, let's go to any web browser and let's see where is in this IP address. All right, so it's a test page. Okay, cool. Let's take some notes about it. Okay, as a matter of fact, is the the Apache's test page. Right. So let's open a new child node, and this will be enumeration. Right. Taking port 80. Right. Test page. What? This is a question for you. What? Or how to check? What if this HTML page has accepted permissions? Okay. Cool. Let's check something else. For example, I may try to find a resource such as login.php. Cool. This is another important fact. This is called information disclosure. Okay. Information disclosure on. Let's take a different screenshot. Okay, this is a bad practice. Okay, in case you find information like this, immediately you have to talk with the network administrator of this server to get rid of these messages. Because, for example, we may go to Apache 1320 exploit. And as you can see, you may find different exploits related to this version. So the from my point of view, the user they don't have to get this output. Okay, why the users should not see this output? Because your server or service may get compromised. Okay. And we have this example. From here, from a simple web request, we may find all the available vulnerabilities related to this service, and after that, a hacker, a black hacker, may try to get advance of these reports, of these vulnerabilities. Okay, so information disclosure is our second issue that we found. Okay, cool. Let's go back to our terminal, and this time we will use a tool which is called Nicto. Okay, let's type first the command, and after that we may talk about it. Okay, cool. Right. Okay, verify more security issues available on kioptrix using Nicto. Okay. The parameter is very simple. Parameters -h host name. Okay. What is a Nicto? Nicto, it's a different type of scanning, specifically web server scanning, which performs. Let's copy this. Which run different tests against a web server. Okay. In the case Kioptrix didn't have an Apache server up and running, Nicto would be not useful in that case, of course. Um, so in this case, we have an Apache in kioptrix, and it is good idea to verify different fact like this. For example, this resource, okay, and this resource. So again, Nicto is useful just in the case we are we have an app server, I mean, an application server such as Apache or maybe such as Tomcat up and running. Okay, cool. Let's take some notes about this. And this is the most important output from Nicto. Okay, these resources. Okay, we have to take an extra eye on these resources. Okay, as you can see, all the components of the methodology are related, just like a change. Okay, a chain. I mean a chain, not a chains. Right. So we have this resource. We have also this resort. We have this resource. Okay, test.php. Let's go back here and let's try to connect. Okay. As a matter of fact, we have this output. Okay. Let's take a screenshot. Right. Verifying a resource on in Nictoscan. Okay, so because we found different available resources on the web server, okay, let's do a directory enumeration. Right. So from here, let's go back to our terminal, and this time we will use a tool which is called GovBuster. And also we have a tool which is called DearBuster. Okay, what is the difference between DearBuster and GovBuster? GovBuster works using the Golang languages, programming languages. So Go, the tools in Go are faster than the other ones. So I used to use GoBuster. You may try this, the next command using GoBuster. It is a good idea to test both tools and take your own notes that which is the best for you. Okay, so from here, let's do this. Go Buster, dear, that's you. Okay, HTTP the Vulnhub kioptrix IP. Okay, and we have to use a dictionary. In Kali Linux, we have give me a minute. Summing. Yeah, much better. Okay, in this directory, word list, DearBuster. We have different dictionaries that we may use in our enumeration process. These are already available. Also, it is a great tool. It is called Open List GitHub, I guess. I guess I don't remember if there is Open List or SegList. SegList, yeah, SegList, WordList, GitHub. These dictionary are more complex than the ones which are available in Kali Linux. So you may use this one, or from this time, let's stick with this, okay? But I would like to mention, as a matter of fact, let's take some note of this one. Let's copy to the clipboard. Okay. This dictionary. So let's use user share word list dearbuster directory is small. Okay. What should we expect from GoBuster? So GoBuster will scan all the web server resources available on this IP address, and GoBuster will compare. We will try to figure out the result against this this dictionary. Okay. If you are using a more complex dictionary, you may have the chance to get a better result in terms of accurate. So from here, we found these three resources. Okay. So let's check. Let's take some notes. Right. Directory enumeration using GoBuster. Parameters. You target URL word list dictionary we may use. You may choose the available como 15 minutos. Sí, ¿tú quieres salir aquí? You choose the available ones in Kali or in a different repo, such as checklist, right? About the results. Right. So we found three directories, and the idea is to check if there is something that we may approach in order to help us to get into the operating system. The um, the main goal of a pen testing is to if is to test um, I mean how to get into the operating system, which administrative profile that may be root account in the case of Linux OS, or the admin account in the case of the Windows operating system. Okay, cool. So far, we have concluded the enumeration part. Okay, we got directory enumeration. We also got more detail about the resources available as well of the versions. Okay, using Nikto, using GoBuster. Okay, and yeah, we check what is available on port 80. All right, so from here we have two more assignments, of course, for you guys. Check what is available on port 22. Am I able to connect? Also, check what is available on port 139. Because in the recon stage, we got information that we have port 22. We already checked what is available in port 80. So it's your assignment is to check what about port 22, what about 139, and also it might be a good idea to check port 443. Okay, so let's take note about it. Check what is available on port 443. Cool. And so that will be your assignment. I will share my cherry tree file in one of the channels in our Slack. I will let you know which will be. And this is an assignment from the next week for you. Okay. Any question, let me know. Any other thoughts, let me know. And in the next class, we will go to gaining access to kioptrix. Okay. So far, do you have any questions?
I think no. I will have to start doing it. Then I think I'll get some questions.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. What else? I have a question for you guys. Is this the first time for you to work with a vulnerable machine such as kioptrix?
kioptrix first time, but I have worked with Vulnhub. I mean, I was attending cybersecurity course, so throughout
Okay.
that course, I have been learning now.
Okay. Right. Any of you All right, all right. Agasta says that you have you have experience working with some hack the box machines. So great. So all right, try hack me. Very cool. So in case you are interested, I would like to go for the hack the box starting point. I don't know, guys, if you know that the starting point is totally brand new from Hack the Box. There's different machines right now, and I would like to go for it. So in case um, you are interested, we may work during the week trying to learn from Hack the Box starting point, which is which is pretty much the same, well, not almost the same, but I mean, it is the same methodology that we are learning that we are learning today. Cool. So I will post that information. Yes, Agasta. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, Afan. Cool. So during the week, we may get some details to work on it. I mean, on the starting point, we may get a group of people like you to work on it, and who knows? After that, we may participate in a CTF challenge from Hack the Box, from Try Hack Me. Also, here in Hacking the People, we have CTF contests. So the idea is to keep learning on this. Okay. So great. So it's almost. Let me see. It's more than an hour that we are working here, and I think it's enough. And if you are agree with me, the class is it's done from here, and I'll see you on the next Saturday. Any comments? Let me know. Okay. So, do you have any an extra comment on question right now? You can call me. Okay, you can call me Herbert. Okay, or you can call me T.A. Mayo because my last name is Tamayo. Tamayo, but I know it's kind of tricky for people that doesn't speak Spanish, so you can call me T.A. Mayo or Herbert. I'm your classmate, okay? I'm your colleague, so feel free to call me in an informal way, okay? Cool. So good night, guys. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for being here. Bye bye. Take care.